So we just landed. It's freaking hot here. Another chaotic city. It's Kathmandu. We're walking to the stupa. And we're gonna be here for a bit, go hiking, and enjoy the wonders of different worlds. So Kathmandu is just like to get whatever you need, buy whatever you need, maybe book a tour or something, and then you just go hiking to the mountains wherever you can.
खोलीमा पानी
So we got to Pokhara by bus. It is like a 12-hour bus ride depending on the traffic. And then we went to Besi Sahar, which is kind of a starting point to the Annapurna circuit. It's just so beautiful, like the towns with the rice fields and everything. And then yeah, we just started hiking. Apple? Yeah. Apple?
Oh, Bratang.
Bratang.
You don't stay here? This one's also beautiful village.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's very beautiful, but we want to go more far because we have few days.
Okay.
We want to go maybe Manali.
Today.
Oh, really? So you go hiking, you go through the towns, like people actually live there, and as you see, they're very hospitable, very friendly people. Of course, everybody wants you to stay in their place, but we kind of try to follow a certain route and not miss out on the days and stuff. Trying to not skip days that depending on like calculating the level of the town, the altitude, so we wouldn't get any altitude sickness. But yeah, people are very nice and they always ask you to stay there. You just have to pay for dinner and breakfast sometimes, and then you can stay, or sometimes there's like a small fee to stay. But yeah, and then you just keep on going. It's amazing. It's very peaceful, very beautiful, and it's very easy to follow. So when we were there, it was around October, and it's like the mating season for the yak. The yak is like a buffalo kind of. It's from the cow family, and it's like the local animal. They get milk from it. They make clothes from it. It's kind of basic if you want to live out there in the Himalayas. And yeah, they were kind of running, and it was really cool. It just made the place even more unique. After about 7 days of hiking, going through towns and everything, we got up to the top, 5,416 meters above sea level. And there's still little like huts that give you tea and stuff. Well, you have to pay for it, but yeah, it's pretty amazing, and I mean, it's totally worth it. And then you just start going downhill like crazy. When you go down, depending on where you start, if you start from Besisahar, the way down is a lot more downhill. So that's why we kind of wanted to do it that way, so we wouldn't have to go uphill through the other way, which is a lot steeper. Once we got to the where the civilization kind of is, like after going downhill, you get to these little towns, like very local. They're just so nice. They're super old. It's all made out of stone, and it's just so beautiful, you know. And we stayed at this place that was like a little house. It was the guy's house. Well, it wasn't little, but it was like a house, super local, you know, very traditional. I don't know if the guy probably built it all, but yeah, it was just so cool. And we ate there. I think it was like maybe $2 to stay or something like that, and then we just ate there, and yeah, it was very, very beautiful. So when we got to the first town at the bottom of when we were descending, there was a monastery. It was very nice. It was mainly there were children that were like learning Tibetan medicine and all that. They had plants and roots drying on the ground for like medicine and all that. And the view, like you can see the whole Mustang Valley. It was just amazing, like very spiritual, peaceful, quiet place, you know. And yeah, the kids just lived there and would come to study. It's a very spiritual moment, very beautiful. Very typical local town. All made out of stones. It's full of like little passages. Once we got back to Kathmandu, we visited a few more sites, like for example the river. These rivers end up flowing to Varanasi in India, and because of the same religion, Hinduism, they have the same practices where they burn the people, and then the ashes end up in the river. You could see some people, some dead bodies burning. You can see the smoke and fire in the right, and then people carrying their relative to the altar on the left. And we stayed there till the evening, where they played some music. It was a very special moment. It's quite an impact.